Hey y'all, it's Abby May from Abby May Art, and if you've seen my videos before, then welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you're new, then welcome. I hope you enjoy my video today. So today, I'm going to continue with my rainbow series. I'm doing a little bit of a bigger canvas. It's a 24 by 36 inch. And let's see, I'm also going to do a different shape. So yeah, bigger canvas, different shape, still doing the rainbow colors though, so it should be a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and either make a mess or make something beautiful. All right, so we are all set up over here. This is a bigger canvas, so I can't use my normal spot where I paint, so I'm actually painting on like my drying area, basically. So I've got my base paint all ready. I think I have enough. I really hope. I really hope I have enough. I mixed up a lot of white. So hopefully it's enough. And I've got my rainbow colors prepped and ready. So there's nothing to it but to do it. Really using everything that we've got here. Okay, I think that's as much as I'm gonna get out of here. You know, I was thinking this morning when I was mixing up my white, what if I did like a gray background for my next rainbow? Or maybe even like a black background. I totally forgot to to get my hair dryer set up over here. Oh man. I almost had everything to go. Okay, now I've got my handy dandy hair dryer. So here we go. Let's find out if I mixed up enough paint. Okay, so it's definitely, I definitely did not mix up enough paint, but that's okay. So I can either mix up more, it's not gonna like dry immediately, but I've got a little bit in here, so I'm hoping that I can at least get the surface. I'm not too concerned with having the paint run over the edges for this canvas because the depth of this one is more than what I typically do. This is a 1 inch 3/8 like depth canvas, and usually mine are a lot thinner. So I'm gonna worry about covering the very edges once the painting's dried. So the thing about spreading out your paint is you gotta get behind the weight of it. So like if you make a really big puddle and then you go at it at one direction, you'll see like this big like wave of paint. That's what I mean by getting behind the weight of it. Okay, let's see if I can get us all covered up here with the paint that I added on. Okay, so I think for these bigger areas, I'm definitely going to have to mix up a little bit more paint. So I'm going to take a pause and do that real quick, and then I'll just skip ahead to finishing up putting the base on. You don't have to watch me. You don't have to sit here and watch me struggle. Alrighty, so we persevered. We mixed up some more paint and made sure we got our surface covered. And I still have some leftover white paint, so that is definitely good. All right, so instead of a spiral, I was thinking of like doing more of a Y shape, where I've got like the tail of the Y coming down this way to the right, and then stemming to each of the corners. And from the center where everything kind of meets here, I was thinking that I would start with the red, and then, you know, each fork of it would go out to, you know, just regular rainbow colors from there. Yeah, so I think it will look really cool. And so I'm just going to go ahead and start layering. I never like doing straight lines. I like blowing out curves. This looks better to me for some reason. maybe a little bit more interesting to look at. Yeah, I haven't done a 24 by 36 of a Dutch pour in a little while. So I really kind of misjudged how much paint I needed for my base. But you know what? That's okay. I think this is a great opportunity to just remember that nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. It's kind of how you pick yourself up and keep going that really counts. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop there with the colors. I don't know if I really want it to be like a wrapping rainbow, like I've done in my last couple of swirls. Yeah, I should have enough paint to be able to go off the edge there. And what I'll do before I get started is I'm going to put some white on the outside of each of the lines, and that will help the paint kind of flow better. It will be able to spread out more in the Dutch pour. Yeah. Yeah, I like that idea of the red just being centralized. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do actually before I start setting up my last curve of the Y is I'm going to start with blowing this stuff out first because I know I'm going to lose red in this centralized area. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do those blowouts and then prep the next one. All right, I think I'm going to go up first. Oh, you know what I just realized I forgot to do? I forgot to add that line of white that I was talking about. Hold on. See, this is what happens when I paint and talk. End up forgetting stuff. All right. Here we go now, for real. Okay, so you can, I guess, probably kind of see I have a little bit of an easier time fluffing down here. That's where I had like the extra white paint on the outside to help, where up here was a little bit of a struggle. So, okay, I'm going to just go ahead and prep this last line of the Y. And then we'll see what we're working with. Yeah, there's no reason to be upset if your painting doesn't turn out exactly as you wish, because you know what, you can always try again. You can always mix up more paint, prep another canvas. I just added a little bit more red here because I want to make sure I have some weight. And now here we go. Okay, so my initial thoughts are, I really like that it's like the centralized red and then each branch is its own rainbow. I really like that a lot. I think I kind of, I don't want to say that I messed up because I feel like, you know, every painting can be beautiful in its own way, even if it isn't, you know, what we totally imagined. But, yeah, I mean, I definitely wish I had more of the base color mixed up. So now I know for next time, definitely mix up more. And I think having the extra white paint along the colors really helped. I saw it help the most here. Up here was a little bit of a struggle to kind of get it pushed out and moving. Down here wasn't too bad. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to try to blow out areas, not with my hairdryer because I don't think I'm going to be able to get the paint moving as much as I would like. But I'm just going to use either my little straw with a little flat attachment or just my mouth. So yeah. And hopefully I won't, oh, I already did it. I got my microphone in the paint already. It's not on the part where you guys speak into, so it's all good. So in order to bend over enough to where I can get my face close to the canvas without getting myself in the painting, I'm like having to get up on my tiptoes. Yeah, I just want the shapes to kind of look less unified. I feel like, because, you know, when you're using the hairdryer, it just is a flat line pushing it out. And that's where you get like these arcs. So I'm just trying to give it a little bit of personality here. Oh, that's kind of cool. So there's still some red and orange in that yellow bit there. Kind of cool. Yeah, I don't want to, I mean, it's a little bit tempting to try to blow out here, but I actually like that curve, so I'm gonna just leave it alone. Just gonna close the door so we get a little bit less of the Sammy commentary. He's just doing his neighborhood duty, keeping everybody safe. Okay, so I think I'm done blowing out for now. I didn't even get my straw that I talked about, but I guess I didn't, turns out I didn't need it, you know? It definitely does have a bit more character, which makes me feel better with these areas that I blew out along the edges. Oh, I can make this a little bit more interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think, you know, I think this is pretty good for what we're working with here. It's got a little bit more personality. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run my finger down each of the lines to kind of help bring that depth. Okay. Get that going off the edge. There we go. Ooh, I like that line. All right, last one here. now. I like that when I do these lines and start from the red center, it pulls the red all the way through, and you can even see it like down in here in the purples and blues. I think it looks so cool. Okay, so I think I'm done with it. I'm going to let it dry. And again, I'm going to, once it's dry to touch, which is about 3 or 4 days, what I'll do is I'll go back and do the edges, because I really wasn't trying to cover them with my base. So, and that's an easy thing to do. I can tape off the edges if I'm worried about screwing that up. But yeah, I think that's it. Let me take you down for a closer look. So starting from our red center, this is the first area that I blew out. And then this is the second area, or I'm sorry, this is actually the last area that I blew out. And then the bottom here. Yeah, so I think it's got some character. I like how, like, looking at it back from a distance, it looks like fluffy. It looks like if you had like a big, like chunky scarf, like one of those really big fluffy ones. That's what that's what it's reminding me of. Yeah, so let me know what you think about this one down below. I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'll come back and show you the dry results. All right, and we are back with the dry results. I actually, I know I was kind of talking about how it didn't exactly come out as I wanted, but it's really grown on me. I really love some of the curves and some of the lines in the center. Yeah, I think overall I really like the shape. I think it looks pretty neat. It reminds me of like a really big chunky scarf that you would have wrapped around your neck. Definitely blowing out some of the areas with my mouth helped a lot too. It just made it less uniform, a little bit more interesting. Yeah, so that's it for this one. Let me know what you thought or think. Yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this video, and leave a comment with some thoughts or ideas or whatever down below. I would love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed my content, then please subscribe. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.